to our special Veterans Day coverage from Grafenwehr, Germany, a U.S. Army training area, the largest outside the continental United States. Thousands of soldiers joining us today, and a big shout out to the 18th Combat Support Sustainment Battalion. These are the men and women who handle all the supplies and logistics maintenance. They support our soldiers on the front line.
Indeed, the 172nd Separate Infantry Brigade, meanwhile, laying claim to one of the 6 teams in the Warrior Challenge competition that underpins our day today out on the parade field. Perhaps their fiercest in-competition rivalry is with the brigade with which they share this Grafenwehr home, the 2nd Stryker Cavalry Regiment, the longest continuously serving regiment in the U.S. Army. The ranks include actually those currently deployed downrange. It's a common term that we hear. It's being down on the front lines in Afghanistan, in Iraq. They are in Afghanistan. The regiment is commanded by Colonel James R. Blackburn, an inveterate Steelers fan, and good enough to join us now. And Colonel, we appreciate your service. We thank you for joining us on this very special day, a day laden, as you can hear, Colonel, with so much emotion for those in your ranks, those here in Europe, certainly back home in the States. I wonder there, on the front lines, how does Veterans Day resonate there?
Hey, well, Josh, first, thank you very much for hosting us today from the really frontier of freedom. And it's significant for us to be here and share this day with you, and more significantly, frankly, to share it with our families back there in Bielsk.
Well, Colonel, as objectives change, so do missions for those in the field. And I do want to point out you are the man on the phone there in the back. Today, for you and the troops that you command, what is your mission there?
We are frankly here to provide a better opportunity for the people of Afghanistan. They've been at war for 30, 300, 3,000 years, and we're here to provide the best opportunity, the current opportunity of a narrowing window of opportunity for them to exploit.
Well, it is for us, Colonel, an honor to be invited to share this day with all of you and all of your friends and family here in Germany, and to look around the grounds today. Well, it does appear that every team, college and pro, are represented loudly and proudly. I wonder, what role does sport play for you there?
Well, I tell you, the best thing about watching sports on AFN is, you know, we have AFN replay, and you get a chance to see the Dallas Cowboys get beat multiple times in the same week. So that's a great role. But I got to tell you, if you look at all the team analogies, and people say in professional sports and in collegiate sports that we're going to war, we're warriors and whatnot, I can tell you that we very much are a team. And right now, I would tell you that we're also lucky because we are in a very distinguished franchise. And more importantly, we're lucky because we had the chance to serve our nation while at war, something most people will never experience. And this is the most significant thing we'll have the chance to do in our lifetimes.
I can tell you, the Steelers are certainly...
I can see the delay on there. It's pretty funny.
A very big win Monday night, early Tuesday mornings for some of us. How are your Pittsburgh Steelers looking to you?
Hey, you know, whether it's 1 point, Josh, or it's 1,000 points, a win's a win. And I'll tell you how Dennis Green used to say it, you are what your record said you are.
Well, I think well, the troops you command, if nothing else, are going to get a big kick out of this. I did have a chance to visit with your lovely wife, Carla, told me all about your daughter, Allie, at the University of Florida, your sons, Ben and Jake. She did provide me, though, well, with something of a prop. I do want to show everybody. It's Jim on a stick. And so, without further ado, Colonel, before we say goodbye to you, I just wonder, do you have anything to say to those of us joining us here today and the folks back home?
Yeah, actually, I got 2 things. First, I'd say Bielsk is our source of strength, our bunyad, and that's the Pashtun word for foundation. And we derive all of our strength from them, and I hope that you take strength from each other because we are certainly stealing our fair share of strength from you. That's the first thing I'd say. And the last thing, Josh, and thank you very much for the opportunity, is I know Kirk Herbstreit and Coach Corso they love to make predictions on College game day. And so we're going to make a prediction right now. And we're going to predict that this team, your 2nd Regiment of Dragoons, is a winning team. 365 days a year. Take that, Kirk.
Colonel James L. Blackburn, commander of the 2nd Stryker Cavalry Regiment, the Combined Task Force Kabul in Afghanistan on this Veterans Day. We appreciate your time, your efforts, and please, Colonel, come home safely. We love you all.
We love you all.